Hi friends, I am so glad that you're here. And I have an encouraging word for you. In Matthew 9, we see Jesus crossing over the lake, and then he runs into Matthew, takes him with him, becomes a disciple, and he's going along, and Jairus comes and he says, "Hey, can you come and heal my daughter? She's dead." So Jesus goes along, and then as he's going along and walking, the woman with the issue of blood comes up from behind and tugs on his hem, and he turns around and he says, "Who took that power from me?" And it was her. It was the woman with the issue of blood. And he stops and singles her out, calls her daughter and speaks identity over her, and heals her publicly. He continues along and heals Jairus' daughter. He says, "She's not dead, she's sleeping." So she gets up and lives. Then he's going along and he encounters two blind men where he restores vision to these two men. And then he's walking along after that and comes along with a mute man who can't speak and hear. So he restores hearing and voice to this man. That's just one day in the life of Jesus walking along, right? He was making a lot of progress. But here's the parable, the analogy that I felt for other people in this season and for myself. I feel like the Lord is saying, hey, whatever it is that you're needing in this moment, in this season, I am in progress walking with you. If you need identity restored, if you're stuck and not sure who you are, he wants to come and he wants to be speaking to you identity and solidifying your purpose, your calling, who you are and that you are good. He wants to expose lies and bring light and goodness and remind you that you are who he says you are. He wants to restore your vision. He wants to restore your voice and your ability to hear him because you're hardwired to connect with heaven. You know, there's seasons when we go along and it's like we can't just pray things away. We try and we have obstacles and we have habits or we have relationships that just don't improve. And sometimes, you know, it's like God is leading you to therapy and to a coach or to get help. And I just want to encourage you that that's progress. That God made the body and they came around. There was a group traveling with Jesus. He was never alone, if you look at that, really, except for in the garden. But I just want to tell you today that you're not alone. And that there are seasons that you may need extra, that you may need the more, that you may need another opinion or another ear to listen to, and you might need to be validated and shown empathy. Because there's power in twos.